So these are the top 5 feminine habits that you can adopt today that will truly make you feel like the girliest girl and activate your goddess energy. So, being that I'm a leader in my field of beauty, I'm constantly having to step into my masculine energy because being a boss takes that action. And although I'm not around like, I'm very much so graceful in the way that I approach my leadership. I also notice that there are certain things that I'll do that will activate my divine feminine, my divine goddess energy that just really soften my approach. The first thing is that I work in a field that's very feminine dominant. I work in the beauty industry. I work around hair, makeup, skincare, all things girly, and I'm surrounded by women majority of the time. If I have men that I work with, 9 times out of 10 they're gay, and so there's a lot of heightened feminine energy around me. I'm not having to wear a suit and feel very masculine in the field that I work in. And this is not saying that you have to stop doing what you're doing in order to feel more masculine in your field. It's just reminding you that sometimes what we choose as our career will pull out certain energy from us instead of allowing us to just kind of be soft and dainty in our field. Um, that's all I'm saying. Number 2 is going to be the way that I communicate and how I choose to say and deliver my words, my messages, specifically to my team, specifically to clients and customers. I'm very open, I'm very nurturing in my approach. I'm nobody's mom, but I'm always going to be a listening ear. I'm always going to use my hands in the way that I'm speaking, very dainty movements, not like this, not like that, because it's just more masculine. In the way that I communicate, anytime I have someone who's more escalated in their experience with me, I'm just a bit more soft. My tone is going to stay pretty much like this. It's going to stay pretty consistent. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be too elevated, not going to be too de escalated. So I'm going to just be pretty solid in how I'm speaking, making sure that I'm actively listening, being very empathetic, being very open, very demure, very cutesy, very professional. The next thing I would say would be the way I dress to work is always going to be a very balanced, feminine, and masculine energy. So most of the time, I'm in business professional clothes, so I will 9 times out of 10 have pants on. But the way that my hair is dressed, it's never going to be pulled back in a ponytail, it's never going to be pulled back in a bun. Not saying that those things are not masculine, but as a hairstylist, um, there are certain hairstyles that are more feminine than they are masculine. So if your hair is out, you have your hair, kind of pulled to the side. Middle part is fine as well, but my side part is definitely more of a feminine look than it is when I have my middle part. My middle part, I feel like, is more balanced in both. But as you can see, just kind of having that softer look in the way that my hair is, whether my hair is straight, whether my hair is curly, I'm always going to wear it down. It's going to be pretty neat, not. Let me just show you. If I pull my hair back, now I look like, oh, she's ready for business. It's still feminine, but you get what I'm saying, right? You get it, you get it. So the way that I show up to work, I'm always gonna have my makeup done. I'm never gonna look rough, especially being in the beauty industry. I always wanna look put together, clean, always gonna smell good with a nice fragrance. You guys know I love my fragrance. And I also utilize these things to activate my energy while I'm getting ready. I believe this is number 4. Another thing that I do is I really focus on projecting my energy and retracting my energy. And this is something that I believe Marilyn Monroe was very known for. Um, they always said that she would always be able to turn on and turn off Marilyn and that energy, and it would really attract so many people to her. This is something that I've practiced in meditation. It's something that I really enjoy doing. Being that I am a Leo, I'm naturally going to attract people, right? My light is very bright, it's very big, it's very bold, very warm. But because I work around so many people, this is something that I've worked on condensing and bringing more to myself so that I'm showing up more as like a candle, you know, something nice, something fragrant, something peaceful, something relaxing instead of the sun, which is so big, so bold, so bright. It's something that I've learned to balance in between so that I'm not always burning myself out. So really finding that balance in being able to control your energy and then project it when needed. I do it all the time whenever I'm walking through the store. I can either become very magnetic and I will see all these people gravitate towards me. They want me to work with them. They want me to assist them. They want me to help them find a solution, or I will dim my light, not shut it off, but dim it so that it's not as bright if I'm just, you know, heading toward a meeting or don't really feel like engaging in that moment. Still allowing myself to be open, but not ever allowing it to be so bright that I'm being distracted, if that makes sense. Let me know if you want a video deeper on how to do that. And then my final tip is really gonna just be allowing myself to be and walk in confidence. Being in a leadership role as a woman, you do have to have confidence in who you're showing up as, who and how you are delivering anything. We are still in a world where, when depending on your field, you may have to fight for the role that you are in and fight for the position or the purpose or the mission or the project that you're going for. And so really being able to still communicate your needs confidently without sounding like a B word, like you're complaining, like you're the nagging wife at home. So when you're showing up confident, it is attractive. It's just attractive. It's very feminine. It's very it's emotionally intelligent and awareness energy that you are able to project towards other people. And especially if you work around a lot of men, being that feminine energy that they get to be around, and enhance on the word get to be around. As women, we have to remember the power that we hold inside. And it's not anything to use to manipulate men, but it is something to cherish and to value and to utilize to empower yourself to get to where you want to be. And so if I worked in a room full of men, the way that I would conduct myself would be very respectful of everybody, including myself, but also very confident and kind. I don't think that showing up as a B word is going to get anybody respect. So I definitely think being graceful, and just adopting the habits of, again, not to use Marilyn Monroe, but like a Marilyn Monroe, like a Beyonce, like a I was gonna say Kim K, but even a Kim K, like she has to have meetings with men at times, and I'm sure all of these women have to dictate and show up differently than they maybe normally would around their girls. So just remembering the energy that you hold and how you're showing up in the room and in the space in which you're trying to take up is going to be key. So hopefully these tips help. Let me know if you have had any experiences like this and share in the comments like what worked for you. I'm really loving the comments that you guys leave because I'm a comments reader, and so I like to learn from other people. And so hopefully you sharing your takeaway or your experience will help somebody else. So see you in the next one.